Hey, hi guys. Hello everyone. Good evening. Uh, how are you? Could you please confirm me if you can hear me out? Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, sir. Okay, so hope you guys remember me. And today I will be taking the session. Okay, yes, I can see your messages, guys. Good evening to all. Okay, I'm just quickly sharing my screen. Is my voice low or okay? Fine, right? I'm good. I'm good, guys. I can see your messages. Okay, so no issues with audio, right? I'm just quickly sharing my screen then. Let me know if you can see my screen, guys. Is my screen up? Okay. So I think session which was covered in the previous session, we were discussing about how to take input from the user, right? So there are multiple ways we can take an input from the user. Okay, the backend sessions is going on as of now, and we are seeing a topic like suppose there is a use case. You are creating a program on. I mean, you are creating an application. We need to take sometimes input from the user, right? You cannot every time display whatever you want. We have to interact with the user, correct? So as a programmer, we might need to create an interface or a console based program where you are asking something from a user, right? So user can enter some string, some number, like think of like creating an account. Every one of us are using applications, no? So for using any application, we have to register ourselves first. We have to enter your registration number. I mean, a name, email ID, password, date of birth, and all those things. So many inputs we are giving, right? So from backend in Java, we are going to see how can we take inputs. So there are multiple ways. Multiple ways are there. You can take input from the user. So we are going to discuss some couple of famous ways which we are going to generally use in day-to-day programming. Okay. So out of that, scanner class is the most preferred one, simplest way that we can use a scanner class. So I'm not sure scanner class was discussed or not. Could you guys confirm me whether scanner was confirmed or not? So there is scanner class, there is command line, there is buffer input stream. There are, you can take some external third-party libraries. So lots of options are there using which you can take input from the user. Okay. Okay, so is scanner class covered? Can you guys confirm me? Are you guys aware of scanner class? Was this discussed? Anyone has any idea what is a scanner class in Java? Okay. I am seeing some responses. No, no, no. Okay, so scanner, we are not aware. I'm going to cover both scanner also and a command line also. Both I will show you. Okay, scanner was completed or not, that I just want to confirm from you guys. So just quickly confirm me whether you guys, this topic was covered in the previous session or not. Scanner, yeah, there are methods also in that. You have to create an scanner object. Was this covered? Scanner is covered. Okay, I can see the messages, scanner covered. So let's go with the next type using which we can take input from the user. Okay. Yeah, I can see. Thank you guys for responding in the chat. Now we are going to see there is another way that is called as through command line. Through command line, we can take the input. Like in the console, at the runtime, you can take the input from the user, and that we can use it in our program. That we are going to see today. Okay. So let me just maximize this window. Okay, I hope it's okay. And we are discussing ways. Let me just zoom it a bit. Ways to take input. Ways to take input from the user in Java. Okay. So in this, we have seen something called as scanner class. This is one of the way. This is one of the way. Scanner class. You guys are already aware and you guys are already expert with this. So I'm not going to touch this. There is something called as second way. Second way is using command line. Command line. Command line. This is also called as command line or command line arguments. Anything is fine. You pass the input from the command line that will be passed as an argument. This is what we are going to see. Then something called as buffered input stream. Using buffered input stream. I'll show you this as well. Okay. And if time permits, I'll show you a small sample program or a project like in that we are taking inputs using these options and we are interacting with JDBC also. So you will get an overview how this is actually working and how we can use it in real-time applications. Okay, fine guys. Shall we start? Shall we start deep diving into this? Let's start with command line argument then. Okay. Yes, no, everyone fine? Okay. Okay, I'm seeing a couple of responses. Fine. I'll just show you how it actually works. So let me show you a simple program. I hope you can see my Eclipse. Okay. Is my screen visible to you? Screen, I mean the Eclipse screen which I'm sharing. Can you guys quickly confirm if you can see my, okay, fine. So you see, and before I jump to this, any idea about wrapper class? Do you know what's a wrapper class, guys? What's a wrapper class? Wrapper classes. Are you aware of wrapper classes? Oh, is this taken care? Wrapper class. Do you know what's a wrapper class? No idea, no idea, no idea. Okay. Don't worry. I'll cover this also. So before I jump to this, we should know this about wrapper class also. So let me explain you little bit of wrapper class. Let me explain you a little bit of wrapper class and then we'll come back to this input section. Okay. Wrapper classes in Java. Okay. So there is something called as a wrapper class concept. It's very simple. I hope you know the predefined data types. What are the predefined data types in Java? This one, I hope everyone is familiar with. These are the predefined data types, right? These are the predefined data types. Boolean, byte, short, char, int, long, float, double, they are all predefined data types. Okay. So they are primitive data types. They are called as primitive data types or predefined data types. Corresponding to that, in Java, what they have done, they have created a wrapper class. For each data type, they have created a wrapper class. Like for Boolean, there is a Boolean class. For byte, there is a byte class. For char, there is a character. For float, there is float. Int, there we have integer. Long, we have long. Short, short. Double, double. So why they had created it? Why they created it? Because these representations of classes, this is a class, right? You see, anything starts with capital letter in Java, either it is a class or it is an interface. Okay, either it is a class or it is an interface. They are all predefined classes. They are all predefined classes. So I'll show you this also. These are the predefined data types, primitive data types. Corresponding to that, I'm saying there are predefined classes also. Why they created? Because in these classes there are some utility methods. Directly you can use these methods which will save our time. Like suppose if you want to convert this number into a string type, or if you want to convert this number into some decimal type, like inter data conversion, if you want to do some conversions, we need wrapper classes. Okay, these are the default values, these are the size in bytes, and this is the syntax. How do you create it? So let's quickly show you one program of a wrapper class, then we'll come back to this input part. Okay, so wrapper class, let me take this one. Let me rather create a new class for you, so that will make more sense. Okay, I'm going to create a class for you. So okay, I'm going to create a class and we'll tell you wrapper wrapper class demo. Okay. I'm just taking the main method. I am auto generating it. Okay. So I'll just type something and I'll ask you guys a question. So you guys have to help me with the output. What will be the output? Okay. So tell me, I am writing here something called as int I is equal to 20. And I'm going to just write sys out here, sys out. And I'm writing something like this is a primitive data type, right? We know this is an integer. I mean, it holds int data type, correct? Primitive int and its value. I just want to print the value. So I just want to print the value and I'm going to print I. I'll have to use plus symbol. I'll just do a formatting and I want to know the output, guys. What should be the output? What should be the output here? 20, sure, yes, no, errors. Are you sure 20 will come? Okay, I'm just running this code. Okay, so you guys are correct. It says 20. Okay, so same, this is a primitive data type, right? So corresponding to this, there is something called as a wrapper class. There is something called as a wrapper class, and wrapper class for each data type, they have created a wrapper class. You see, for int, what is it they have created? Integer. For long, they have created long, short, short, double, double, boolean, boolean, byte, byte, char, character. They have created something like this. Okay, I'm going to show you one wrapper class. So integer is the wrapper class. Integer. You see, there is a wrapper class called as integer. When you just type partially, it is suggesting you here. Here you can read the documentation. If you don't know about these classes, for this Eclipse is showing you the documentation. This integer wrapper class wraps a primitive data type, object, and all those things, blah, blah, blah. You can read it if you are interested. If not, if you are lazy like me, don't read it. Okay, just understand the concept and use it in real time. So it is something called as integer. So integer, this is I can just like primitive integer value, primitive, okay, primitive int, okay. This is a primitive int value. It's just a variable name. I can use anything, right? So I'm just replacing it primitive integer. Now I'm creating a wrapper int. This is just like a wrapper int. Okay, so this one also you can just initialize it to 20 or 40 or anything. So you see, this is a wrapper class. This is a wrapper class. This is a primitive data type. Okay, what about this? This is a wrapper class type. You can say wrapper class type. Okay, wrapper class object, wrapper class type, anything. This is a wrapper class. You see, I starts with a capital letter, right? So this is a wrapper class. If you will print this also, let's print this. Okay, I'm going to give a sys out here, and we'll write wrapper int value, and we'll print this. We'll print wrapper integer, and let's see whether this is giving me some integer value or not. So if you are comfortable with this, then you understood what's the wrapper class. Okay, this also is capable of holding integers, right? This is also capable of holding converting it into a I mean, this is also integer value, right? This 20, 30, 40, you can take anything. Then you will say, what's the speciality of this? Then what's the difference between this? So this one we are using it. What's special about this? Just coming with a capital letter, then that's all. This is the only beauty of this. No, this comes with lots of advantages. So this, let's get into this. So you have to just press control, move your mouse up and down. keep the control button pressed. Okay, keep the control button pressed. Don't leave it. Don't leave the mouse. I mean the control button. And put your mouse here. If you want to read about this, so whatever capital letters are there, no, you can just get inside that. So this one, I want to read about integer classes. So you see, this is present inside java.lang package. This is a predefined package. Java people have written this. I have not created this class. Okay, this is written by Java people. So in this, there are lots of functions. There is a function called as toString. There is a function, lots of functions, useful functions are there. To convert into a different kind of string. So n number to convert into hex string. So lots of predefined functions are there that we can use it. What I mean to say, so this is an integer, right? And I'll ask you one thing. What is this string name? So name is equal to, I'm just writing here, I can see in the chat, I'm writing your name Rishi. Okay, so I can write Rishi here. Okay, so this name, what is this? What is the difference between line number 7 and line number 13, guys? What is the difference between line number 13 and 7? What's the difference between line number 13 and 7? Simple question to you all. 13 and 7. I'm waiting for your responses in the chat, okay? Data type, okay. String or int, correct. Data type is different. Yes, 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 exactly. Correct. You guys are correct. Data type is different. So I'll ask you one thing. So this is a number, right? This is a number, correct? This is an integer, a number. This one also is a number. This is a string, right? Now, what about this 40? Now, line number 13. Does this become a number or is it still a string? My question is, does this becomes a number or is it still a string? It's a string, right? Still it's in double quote, right? This is not a numeric form, no? This is a string. Correct. Yes, I can see everyone is responding the right answer. So I want to tell you, I want to ask you, like, can you convert this primitive data type into string, or can we convert a string into integer? You got my point. From string to integer, I want to do some kind of conversion, like from string, I want to convert it into a int form, or I want to convert something like the reverse, like I want to convert from int to string form. You got my point. So for these things, you have to depend on the conversion and logic and all those things, right? So rather than that, there is a wrapper class which is capable of converting all these things. It can convert it for you. So this wrapper class, this is an integer, right? This is an integer numeric number. This is a number, right? Perfect. This is no doubt with this, no? This is not a string, no? This is a number, right? Line number 10. Yes or no? So this wrapper class, you see, this is actually an object. This is a class, this is a reference or an object. Using this, there are lots of inbuilt functions. There are lots of inbuilt functions. Okay, you just write this wrapper in and dot. So see, you can convert it. You can convert it into a double. You can convert it into a float. You can convert into a different data type. You can convert it into a string. Okay, suppose I want to convert this value into, like, suppose I want to convert my integer into a string format. I want to convert string value. I want to convert into a string value. So this wrapper integer, like this primitive integer, I cannot write something like this. This primitive integer, I cannot write something like this. This is a primitive data type, right? I cannot write something like this. This is going to give me error. Okay, cannot convert from int to string because this is an integer type. I cannot convert an integer into a string type. This is a primitive data type, but this can be converted. This can be converted. This is also an integer, but we have options here. We have functions here that can help us to do this kind of conversion, either from int to string, or even to, you can convert it to float, double, any type you can convert it. Okay, lots of functions are there. So whatever conversion you want to do, so these conversions are not present in primitive data type, but with the help of wrapper classes, we can do the conversion. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you one conversion. So this one, like this is not allowed, right? This is not allowed. So this is not allowed. This is giving error. This is giving you error. So let's try some other way out. Let's try to do some other way out. So how can I convert my primitive data type to integer? So this I cannot convert. There is no option. But this wrapper class, which is an integer form, this is an integer form of my primitive data type, right? And primitive, for each primitive data type, they have created a wrapper class. For each primitive data type, they have created a wrapper class. So these classes have lots of functions which can help you in manipulation of the string conversion, and all those things are possible. But it is not present in the primitive data type. I'm just taking one example for you so that you get a clarity here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this. I already have an object of wrapper class here, right? So this one, this integer, I want to convert it into a string, which was not possible in case of primitive data type. So let's try with this. Let's try with this. I have a wrapper class integer object. Let me try whether I can do something with this or not. Okay, so wrapper integer class dot, there is a function called toString. There is a function in this class toString. So what it is doing? Returns the string representation. It will convert the integer into a string form. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. There is a function directly I can use it to convert my integer format into a string. So now this value got converted into a string format. You see, this was not possible here. This was not possible here. This is not possible here. You cannot convert a primitive data type into a string format. But we can convert a wrapper class using the utility functions which are present inside the wrapper classes, and we can do conversion, something like this. Okay, we can convert it. Okay, we can convert it. Fine. So this is what wrapper classes are capable of doing. Okay, wrapper classes are capable of converting something like this. A primitive data type, a wrapper class actually can be converted into a string form. Okay, is it clear, guys? Yes, no? All good? Are you getting high level some idea how this is helping wrapper classes? They are having lots of functions to do the conversion. I just showed you one. All good so far, guys? Yes, no? Is it clear? Guys, yes, no? I need some responses. Okay. Okay, fine. So I see responses in the chat. You guys are understanding it fine. Yeah, I just gave an example, Sagar. This is what I'm giving the example. Okay, now I'll show you one more thing. I'll show you one more thing. So this is a string. I am asking you, like this is a string, like say roll number. Okay, this roll number is in string format, right? I want to convert into a string format. Like I want to store something like int a roll number. I want to store this roll number. I want to store this roll number. I want to store here roll number, something like this. I want to do something like this. So am I allowed to do this? What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong here? Can anyone tell me what am I doing wrong here, guys? Line number 17, what am I doing wrong here? Giving a variable as a value. So this variable is a string. A string I'm trying to assign to a integer. String to an integer. Can I assign it? Can I assign a string to an integer? Roll number, the first one, line number 16 is a string type. Line number 16 is a string type. Let me zoom it a bit. If you guys are not able to see, let me zoom it a bit. So this is a string type. This roll is of string type and this roll number is of int type. So this string, I'm trying to assign it to an integer type. So this is not possible, but this is possible with wrapper class. This is possible with the help of wrapper class. So what we have to do? What you have to do? This way you cannot do directly something like this. Okay, we cannot do something like this directly. But with the help of wrapper class, there is an option called, there is a function called integer dot parseInt. Okay, you can pass your string value, you can pass your roll number here, you can pass the roll number here, and then this one you can assign it to int. This one we can assign it to something like this. I can directly take this and I can assign my primitive data type. I can assign a primitive data type and I can convert it. Now you see, this is not giving me any error. So using wrapper class, there is a function. There is a function like toString. Inside wrapper class, we have, there is a function called parseInt. So this is capable of converting primitive data type to string. A string can be converted into a primitive data type. So all these conversions are possible with the help of wrapper classes. Okay, clear guys? Hope you are understanding what's a wrapper class, how helpful it is to do interconversions and play with it. Okay, so depending upon your use case, your project, your application, you can use these conversions. So I'm just taking an example of integer. There are many wrapper classes for all primitive data types. For all primitive data types, we have the wrapper classes corresponding available. So for the primitive data types, you have for string object, we don't have a wrapper class. They themselves are a class. String is a predefined class in Java. Object itself is a predefined class in Java. Anything starting with a capital letter, either it is a class or it is a interface in Java. Simple golden rule. Whatever you see with capital letter, starting with capital letter, either it is a class or it is an interface. So we'll discuss all these things in the upcoming sessions. What is a class or interface? But easy way to catch it is anything starting with a capital letter, either it is a class or it is an interface. And if it is a class or interface, it will have functions also, right? A class will have functions, right? So we can use those functions. So you see wrapper classes comes with functions. Lots of functions are there. You can use it for your utility, whatever you need it, no? We can use it. You see, this is a wrapper class integer. I created an object of a wrapper class. So you can create it something like this also. We can create something like this. This is a wrapper class, no? So we can create an object also. Integer wrapper int. I'll just write something else. Wrapper WRINT is equal to, using new keyword also you can construct new integer, and you can pass here some number. You can pass here 78. Still it will create a wrapper class object. So either you can assign it directly something like this, you can assign it something like this, or you can create a wrapper class by passing a string also. You can create a wrapper class by passing a string also. That is also allowed. So something like this. So all three ways are possible: integer, wrapper in, let me take it as 2. Okay, you can create another integer with new. Okay, and then you can pass a string value here. String means you can pass something like this, 456. Okay, and then a semicolon. This is also converting this string into an integer data type. You see, all three ways are possible. Either directly assign it, and why this is grayed out? Because this is deprecated. Okay, this is all deprecated. Deprecated means it may be removed in future. You see, from Java 9 and above, it may be removed. That's why this is deprecated. These are all not used anymore. This way we are not using, but to understand the basics, we need it. Okay. So Sagar is asking a question: casting is used in conversion. Yes, depending upon casting, I mean that there are two types of typecasting: auto boxing and unboxing. So that we will discuss in wrapper classes. So when you move from lower data type to higher data type, we don't need to do conversion. But when you move from higher data type to lower data type, we have to do a conversion. So that is a topic from a different topic, wrapper class. Okay, I just gave you an overview how to use wrapper classes. Okay, are we good with this so far, guys? Typecasting not required, guys. If you are moving from a lower data type to higher data type, typecasting is not required. For the conversion from higher to lower, we need typecasting. Okay. So are we good with this wrapper class? You got some idea, right? What's the wrapper class? What are the inbuilt functions? Some idea. We are good. We are good with this, right? All good, right, guys? Yes, no? Just give me some thumbs up. Some responses. Okay, Aryan, Shruti, Farzan. Yeah, okay. Thank you, guys. I can see your responses. Now, if you are good with wrapper classes, then we are good to see this form where we are going to take input through command line. Okay, here we are going to use command line. So, like it says command line argument. So, before we start this command line argument, I will just show you one more program here. Let me create a new program. Okay, I'm going to show you create a new class. Okay, command line in demo. Okay, so I'm very lazy to type. Okay, I'll show you shortcuts also, how to create main method and all those things. So you will just you see I am very lazy at programming. Okay, I just use shortcuts to how to write quickly. I'm going to teach you that also. But when you are learning, don't do shortcut. Try to type it everything by yourself. Eclipse will give you everything. It will give you all the template and boilerplate code. Right click and generate everything. But when you are learning, don't do these shortcuts. Okay. Since we have a very less time here for this session, so I'm just using the shortcuts to create quickly the programs and give you the concepts. Okay. So this is a class. I want to write main method here, right? So what we will do, right? Generally, public, static, void, main, all those songs you are going to sing, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. There is a simple way. Just write main, and press Control space. Keep the control button pressed. Control plus space. Control space. You see the second option says, do you want to generate main method? And hit enter. It will generate the main method for you. As simple as that. Okay. So when you write like this quickly, you will get the speed. So these all things will come with practice. Okay. This is not magic I'm showing you. All these things are available with practice. You will be knowing all these things. Now coming back to the concept. Before starting anything, I have a question to you all. This you guys are seeing from the beginning. I'm taking or Sayed sir, everyone is taking the sessions and all. So this main method you are seeing from the beginning. And when I covered one topic last time, so I asked you this ARGS. This ARGS, instead of this, can I write your name here? Like, can I write Farzana, Shruti, or Aditya, or something, Shraddha? Can I write like this? No? Sheikh says no. So I'll write Sheikh, your name only, I'll write it here, okay? This is a variable name, Sheikh. Okay, this is just a variable name. You can write anything. This will still work. Just a variable name. Okay, it's just a variable name. It should be there. You can have anything, but it's a variable name. So I'm just writing this out here. This out, and I'm going to print here testing. It's just I'm just testing whether my program is working fine or not. Okay, I'm running the code, and if everything works fine, then you see I'm getting the output also. So you can write anything here. Okay, this is just the name. Normally it comes with ARGS. You can write anything, but you cannot skip it. You cannot skip it. You have to give something. It's a variable name. That's the signature. That's the signature of the main method. You should have that signature. Okay. Here now coming to the topic. So one more thing I'll show you. One more thing I'll show you. So I'm not sure arrays are covered or not. I'm not sure with arrays. Arrays is it covered? Arrays topic. Do you know what's an array? What's an array? Any idea? Arrays? No idea. Okay. Okay. So okay. I got it. You don't need to know everything about array. Continuous memory collection of data. Yeah, I can see some responses. You guys are answering it. But if no one knows anything about arrays, I can explain you in one line. I'll show you with the program, okay? So till here we are good. Till here we are good, right? This program is working fine. Yes, Aditya, Ziba, your answers are correct. I'm going to show you quickly about arrays here. So int, I want to print three numbers. So what will you do? You will write num1, right? So num1 you can take as 10. Then I want number 2, number 3. So 3 numbers I want to print that. So what you will do generally, you will create something like this, right? Generally we will create something like this. So number 1, number 2, and you'll write number 3. Something like this we are going to do. You can have 10, 20, 30, something like this. You can just store it. Okay. So rather than creating multiple variables in one variable only, we can store all these things. This is called as an array. So how you can store it is like all the numbers in one variable only I can store it. Numbers, I can store it in something like this called as array. This square bracket symbol, okay? Square bracket symbol, array. Okay. So I want to store is equal to new. I want to store integers. How many integers I want to store? You have to write something like this. You have to store 3 integers. Okay. So 3 integers I want to store. Right. 3 integers I want to store. My requirement is I want to store 3 integers. So rather than creating 3 variables, numbers with the help of index, counter, index is nothing but a counter. So I can store these numbers. So how I can store? So I can just write now first number. The first number, you can use index. The first number starts with index 0. Index starts with 0 in Java or even C++. I want to store as 10, and I can just store it like this. And like that, I can store remaining numbers also. I can store remaining numbers also. Okay. So I can store number 1, number 2, no, 1, and second number. Okay. You can store it in a single variable. In a single variable, we can store it. So you see, with using single variable numbers, we are able to store 3 different numbers in one variable only. But here, normally, if you create separate variables, you will have to use 3 different variables. So here, this is nothing but called as an array. Okay, this is an array. So using loop, using for loop, you can display and you can print and you can do all those things here. Okay. So what's the difference between this one, line number 7 and line number 11? It's a variable. It's a variable of int type. It can hold only one data at a time. But this is not a normal variable. This is actually an array. What is this? This is an array. Okay. This is an array. Okay. This can hold whatever size you give, that many numbers it can hold. And the first element will be represented with access with 0 index. Index starts with 0. 0, 1, 2, and so on. So still 3 elements are there. 1, 2, 3. But index will be starting from 0. Okay. Fine. Now, why I'm showing you this? Because you should see here, it is similar to this, right? Here also you can see there is an array kind of symbol, right, in the main method. It looks similar to this, right? So you can create an array of integer, float, boolean, byte, short, cat, string also we can create. You can store, if you create string type of array, you can store names there, right? You can create something like this string, you can create names. You can create names, string names, and you can create it something like this array. You can create an array, something like this, you can create it. Okay, and in this you can start storing elements. Okay, so you see this is also something like this. It does not accept one string, it can accept multiple string, right? That's what it means, right? The main method is capable of accepting string kind of argument, which is of array type, right? Array of string type this can expect. So from here only the logic for command line argument is coming. Okay, till here are we good, guys? Are you following up with me? Okay, any questions? You can ping in chat, I can quickly take, and then I'll move to command line. I'll show you the program. Okay, I'll show you both ways, using Eclipse and using Notepad also, how you can create and execute this. Any questions, any doubts? All good? Yes, no? Some responses, guys? No doubts? Okay, good. So you guys are catching up very nicely. Oh, fine. Then, okay, then let me jump to the example then. So this is what we are going to do. So how I'm going to print it? So let me just print this. Let me just delete this. And I want to print the first number. Suppose I want to print the second number, which is actually at the index which is actually at which index. So I'll just print system.out.println, and I'm going to print first number. Okay, so first number is at index. What index it is there? 0, 1, 2. It's at 0th index, right? 0 is the position. This is the position. This is the value. Okay, in the memory it will be stored something like this: one element, second element, third element. The first element, second element, third element. But we are counting from 1, 2, 3. System computer counts from 0. Okay, 0, 1, 2. It will count like this. So the first number is at number 0 index, right? So you can just use this to print your first number. You can use it exactly like this. Print me the first number. This is what it is going to do. So let me run this for you. I'm just printing the first number, which is at index 0. What is the value coming? 10. Okay, the first element is printing it is as 10. Fine. Now, if you are good with this, so I'm going to print here, I'm going to change here something called as 2. So what should be the output now? I just changed. Okay. What should be the value now? Okay. I can see your responses. Everyone is correct. You guys are awesome. You guys are giving answers also immediately. Yes, you guys are correct. Okay, I'm going to make one change. Watch it carefully. Second means actually it is printing the third number. So 30 is coming. Now I'm going to write 3. 3 means the fourth element, 0th element, 1th element, second element, which is actually the third element. Then I'm going to print fourth element. My array is actually of size 3, but I'm trying to access extra element, right? So do you think I will get any error or default values or null or garbage? Garbage value concept is not there in C, this Java, guys. Okay, Srikant. Garbage value concept is not there. So either it will print default value or it will print null or it will throw exception. Something like this will happen. Okay, I see lots of correct answers also. So that's fine. We are all learning. We are all exploring. So the concept is if you don't have an element, you are extending the boundary, right? You are breaking the boundary, correct? You are breaking the boundary of an array. You are trying to access element which is beyond the boundary of an element. That element itself is not there. So JVM is going to shout at you. It's going to kill us. See, it's giving us an exception. Error, an array index out of bounds exception. Beyond the boundary, you are trying to access something. Okay, I can see some lots of correct answers also. You guys gave the right answer, exactly right exception you guys gave. So this means you guys are practicing also the program. Good guys, keep it up. Okay, so what will happen here when I am trying to access an element which is not in the list, I'm getting array index bound of exception. Now, if you are good with these concepts, if we are good with these concepts, so let me just close this. Okay, I'm just deleting this. So is it not an array? Is it not an array? Is it an array or not? Array, right? I mean, asking about the parameter of the main method. I'm asking about this guys. Okay. So here also elements are getting access with the help of parameter, right? So let me just print. So ARGS is an array. So I am just trying to print SYSO. So if element is not present there, and if you're trying to access that element, we are getting an error, right? Array index out of bounds exception. We are getting that, correct? If the element is not present and if you're trying to access it, you will array index out of bound exception, which we just saw. I'm not going to do anything special. I'm just going to print here this ARGS. If this is an array, which looks like an array to me, so then what is the 0th element here? I want to print it, right? I'm zooming it again. See what I'm doing here. If this is an array of string type, then I can print the 0th element. I want to see this. What is it actually holding? Correct. Yes or no, guys? Got my point? What I'm trying to do? I'm trying to access the first argument to main method. First argument to the main method. I'm trying to access the first argument to the main method. Okay, clear? Any questions here? What I'm trying to do? I am going to get slapped from the JVM. Don't worry. JVM is going to slap me. In front of you guys, JVM is going to slap me. Just watch. Till here we are good, right? What I'm trying to do, is it clear so far? I'm trying to access the first element of this array. Okay, fine guys? Yes, no, thumbs up. Guys, hope you are there. You're not getting bored, right? Take break in between if you want. I will go slow. Okay. So I am going to run this program. Let's see what happens. I'm going to run this code and let's see if something is going to happen or is it going to break. Array index out of bound exception. This means the element is not there, but I'm trying to print it. So from where to give him the value? Initially I was giving the value, right? I was able to give value and all, something I was doing. But here I'm not giving any value, right? So that's the logic. From command line, you have to give an input. So whatever you give the input from command line, execution starts from where? Main method, right? Execution starts from the main method. This is what we have learned from beginning. Execution always starts from the main method. So when the main method is starting, you can give some value to the main method. That box main method, whenever you start, take this input. Take this input. I'm giving you a string, take that and use it if anywhere needed. I'm using something, but I'm not giving it, right? So I have to pass this value somewhere. So how can I pass? There is a way in Eclipse. How can I go and do this? So I can just right click here. Okay. Run as and then go to run configuration. I have to give him some string, right? I have to give it some string. Okay. Then here there is an option called as argument. Argument. Okay. There is an option called giving argument. So program argument you can give here like hello. Let's give some hello here. Okay, I'm giving some hello here, and then I'm going to run this program, and you see I'm getting an output here now. Whatever I passed there, I was able to get that output. So this is what I'm getting an input from the command line. At command line, I gave some input, and that I'm able to print it. Okay, I'll just show you again how did I do. I'll just right click on my program, go to properties, sorry, not properties, right click, and you have to go run as. Instead of Java application, before running, you have to give some argument. You see, before launching the main application, you have to give some input. This is what main method is expecting, right? If you don't write this line, there will be no errors at runtime. But you are saying that I am giving you some input. I'm giving you one input. I'm giving you one string. Use that and print this whenever the program starts. How to give that input? Right click on the program, right click on the program, run as, run configurations, and here you will be having an option called argument. In the argument, whatever you write here, I'll just change it now. I'll write here, I'll just change it and I'll write something else. Let me write ExcelR, and I want to, you can press apply also, you can run also, anything is fine, both are fine. If you keep apply, it will store it and for future calls also. When you run this, whatever input you give, that is coming at, okay. So yes, Aditya, I'm going to show you that part also. Okay, so let's try to add some more elements here. Okay, and let me just add some more elements. Okay, I'll just add, and let's add some more elements. So first element, and then I will add second argument, and then I will add third element. So three elements I'm adding here. Okay, second, and then I'm going to add third element also. Okay, three elements I'm going to pass to the main method. Okay, as of now, how many elements I'm passing here? What is the word I have passed? What have I configured for VM argument? What did I pass? Do you remember, guys? Just now I showed you how many strings I'm giving him. How many strings I'm giving to the main method before executing? Just now I showed you one, right? Yes, correct. I'm giving only one. Yes, you guys are correct. So let me show you. I will not launch it. I'll just show you what I'm doing. So run configuration and arguments. I'm passing here only one ExcelR, right? So if I run this now, but how much I'm expecting here? 3 arguments I need to pass, right? I'm using 3 arguments. Second element, third element, just like an array, right? So if I just run like this, what should happen now? Should you get output or should you get an error? Should I get an output or should I get an error if I run now? What do you think? I'm using 3 elements. I'm accessing 3 elements through main method. This is what I'm trying to do, and I've set only one. And you saw whenever the element is not present, we are getting a beautiful error index out of bounds exception, right? So maybe that will happen or not. I'm just running it for you. You see, array index out of bounds exception. Okay, array index out of bounds exception. Length is 1, but we are using 3. So that is what happening. So what you have to do, you have to again pass some more strings, space separated, just space separated, you can pass more strings. Okay, using space separated, we can pass more strings here. Okay, so what I'm going to here run as run configuration, and you can go to arguments. So let me just write here. What I will write, let me write I love India. Okay, I'm writing something like this. So I'm passing 3 strings here, right? I love India. 3 strings I'm passing. Okay, so I'm going to run it, and if everything is good, I can see 3 elements I love India is getting printed. So 3 sysouts I'm using that 3 sysouts, I'm able to access the command line arguments, right? So till now, are we good? Any questions so far, guys? It accepts only argument of strings. You can give only strings as an array. It can accept only string arrays, Aryan. Okay. You can catch it here, you can convert it as per your requirement. Inside you can catch it, but from command line, you can give only string of arrays. Nothing else you can give. So it will hold only string. Okay. Now we will be thinking every time user will not give string, right? I want to and accept a float value. I want to accept a decimal value. I want to accept a single character. I want to accept a boolean. What will I do then? I cannot always run my program with a string only, right? I can have numbers, I can have characters, I can have literals, I can have different things, right? Typecasting you can do. So suppose, yeah, correct, typecasting we can do, but just now we learned this concept called as a wrapper class. Using wrapper class, we can use these things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just change it something like this. Okay, I'm going to print here, let's say roll number. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take here as a roll number. So I'll just show you one. Okay, I'll just show you here. Int. Okay, this caps is on. Int roll number. Okay, roll number is equal to. So can I write like this? args. I'll take one more element and I'll just write. I cannot write like this, right? This is a string type. String cannot be we cannot write it into a int, right? Cannot write something like this. That's why we learn wrapper classes, right? That's why we learned wrapper classes. So I cannot do something like this. So let me try it out some other way. Okay, I'll go with integer. There is a wrapper class. Okay, or let me write it like this only. Int role is equal to there is a wrapper class called integer dot parse. You just saw this function, which is capable of accepting a string. You see, you can give a string here. So this args4 is nothing but a string only, right? This is coming as a string only. So I can directly pass it and it will do the conversion for me. I don't need to worry about the conversion now. let this wrapper class take care of the conversion. The wrapper class is going to take care of the conversion. I am able to get the roll number in the integer format. So I'm going to print the roll number. Okay. So rather than roll number, I'll take freedom year. Okay. Freedom year. When was India freed? It's a very silly question, but I hope you can answer. I'm just taking an integer. Okay, I'm making it more because I don't want to change those things. Okay, so I'm relating it with that. So some integer value I'm going to take. The fourth argument I'm going to pass as an integer. Okay. So I'll just write here freedom year. Okay, freedom year 1949. Shraddha, India was freedom 1949. Okay, we are discussing about the freedom year. I just took as a reference. Okay, so, okay. Shruti says 1947. And Shraddha says 1949. Yeah, yes. Maybe it's a typo. Okay, that's fine. I'm just kidding. Don't take it seriously. So what I am doing here, is actually, let me come back to this. So what I'm doing through command line, I'm continuously taking the inputs. Continuously, I'm taking the inputs. First argument, second argument, third argument. Now fourth argument, I want it as an integer. So directly I cannot assign it. So this was giving me error. This was not allowed. This is not allowed. You cannot do conversion like this. So that's why wrapper classes are helpful. So I use wrapper class to convert it. That's okay, Shraddha. I was just joking. Okay, that's okay. I know it's you penned correctly only. Okay. So now I want to print year of freedom. Let's celebrate our Independence Day, which is already gone, but we can celebrate it any day. Okay, let's celebrate it with the Java program. And let's be happy that we learned something new called as a command line argument. So I am going to run this. So if I run it, will I get an error or not? I'm just going to run. Will I get an out or will I get an error? I'm going to run this. Error or output? Simple question to all. Error or output? Error or output? Error. You guys have literally become expert. I don't think you need me in the session anymore. Okay, you guys are already expert. Yes, you are correct. Error will come. Yes. And can you help me to fix this error, guys? How can I fix it? If you help me to fix this. Yes, Rohit, correct. You are correct. So if you are able to fix this error, this concept you will never forget. You learn all the concept about this command line argument. Okay. Try and catch. You can handle try and catch, but I want to fix this. Fourth argument is not present. Yes, everyone is saying the right answer. So let's add the fourth argument. Okay. How do I add? Just now I explained. Command line, and then you have to go to run configuration. Then you have to go to argument, and here you can just paste 1947, and hopefully it should print whatever we have given as this out. Okay. So did I save the program? 1 second. And 1, 2, 1 second, 1 second, 1, 2, 3. I should use 3, right? I should not use 4. I should use 3. Okay. I should use 3 here. 0, 1, 2, 3. Index starts from 0. Okay. I'm maximizing it. And I'm going to run this now again. Let's check the run configuration once. Main VM argument 1, 2, 3, and 4 parameters. I'm going to run it now with 4 parameters. And finally, we are getting this. So this 1947 is actually not a string. It came as string, but we have converted it as per our requirement into integer. So whatever user is giving, if you are planning to take input from the user through command line argument, so user will enter whatever he will enter will come as a string only, because main method's argument is string type. Okay. So you have to convert it. We have to convert it. We have to convert it using the wrapper classes. If you want to get it converted into string or int or float or double or whatever, use corresponding wrapper classes. 1 second, guys. My battery is discharged. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I was saying, like, if you want to take if you want to get converted string to some other data type as per your requirement, we can go with the wrapper classes. Then you can use it in your code. Okay, so this is all about wrapper classes. Okay, so Sheikh, this is a wrapper class for conversion of string to a primitive data type. I explained it. I think you joined late. So you have to use this as a conversion for converting primitive data type. When the string to primitive data type, we are using this wrapper classes. Okay. Now, if we are good with this, let's see how to run this program through command line. This is command line only, but we are running through Eclipse, right? We are running through Eclipse. So the same program can be run with the help of Notepad. Also, we can run it. So let me just close this, and I'll just go to this folder, and then I will come back to this. I'll just create a test folder, and already have a test. Okay, so I am going to create a code here. So let me just open command prompt here. Let me write a code. So I'm going to write a new. I'm just showing you how to write the same program using Notepad and actual command prompt. Okay, not through Eclipse. This is the second way, using command line argument only. I'm going to show you the same program with the help of a Notepad and actual command line, the black screen. Okay, that's what I'm going to show you. So let's create a program first. So what was the name of our file? Command line demo. Okay, command line demo. So command line demo. Let me just open this, and I'll just paste our program here. Okay, I just pasted our program. Let me minimize this. I hope the font is fine. Is the font okay? Font is okay, guys? Okay. No need of this package. You can remove this. I'm going to place it in D drive. No, I'm saving it somewhere else. So my program file's name is command line demo. I'm going to save it. Okay, and you see the name of the file. Name of the file is java.java not needed. I'm going to show you that only. So first of all, I've created a file here, and my file name should be command line demo. Okay, so if you know how to write command line code, java c file name.java, you have to compile and run using command lines. I'm going to do it. Okay, so let me show you this this program. I have to rename it. My class name is command line, so I'm going to save it command line. So you see the type. What is the type? Is it a .java file or is it a text file? Is it a .java file, text file, MP3 file? What is this? You can see here. Just now I created text file, right, guys? Text file. So I cannot run a text file, right? I need my source code should be .java, right? My source code should be .java. So I should have a command line demo.java file. So I have saved it with a .txt extension. So what I have to do, I have to save it with a .java extension. So if you just save it like this, by default, it will save it as a text. What do you have to do? You have to write here .java. Okay, .java. If I save it, let's go back and check. Is it saving? Now my source code got changed to .java file, right? You see the extensions are also different. The icon also got changed. So this file is not required. I need a Java source file. I need a .java file. That's why I'm saving it like a .java file. Okay, fine, guys. So open with Notepad, and how I saved it. Best practices, and here also you change it to all files. Change it to all files, and here you write command line demo dot Java. This is the right thing. This is how you should do. Okay, replace it. It's already there. I'm going to replace it. So like this, you have to save it. Command line demo.java. So now this is the source code. This is the source code. I have my command line demo.java saved. Now, how do I compile and run this code? You have to open command prompt here. Okay, I have to open command prompt here, and then before writing these things, no, let me first write a sysout. Let me first open this code and let me show you. I'm going to delete this. Okay, and I'm just keeping this as a backup. Okay, I'm just running a simple hello world program. I'm not sure you know this or not, how to run this using command line, but I'm showing you quickly. So both I'm going to show you. Okay, so here I'm just deleting all these things and I'm just keeping a simple sysout, and I'm going to print. Hello. Okay, I'm just printing hello here. How do I run this program? How do I run this program from Notepad? I have created, I have saved it using command line.java. My source code is here. What we have to do, you have to open command prompt here. Okay, first you have to open command prompt here, cmd, open command prompt here, and then there is a command called javac filename.java. You have to write this command, but I might get an error because Java might not have been configured. Okay, for me it's configured. So if you're not getting any error, if you're getting any error, you have to set the environment variable. So now you see after compilation, dot class file got created, right? To run this program, I'll have to use Java space file name. Okay, Java space file name. You see hello is coming, right? You can see the output, right, guys? I hope the font is fine. Okay. And Rishi, you are saying dot class file to open. This is not readable. This will come with special characters. You can try it in your system. It will contain the bytecode. We cannot read it. It's for the JVM. Okay. Now, my next task is I have to take the input through the command line. The same program, we have to try it out here. So here I'm going to remove this code which I wrote for testing. I'm going to bring back our code. Okay. I want to take some input. Okay, I want to take some input. This was our program, right? I want to take some input from the user. 4 arguments I need, right? I need to pass 4 arguments, right? So this is how to compile and run. So first I'll have to compile. Okay, first I'll have to compile. I'm going to compile the code. So to compile, let me just first clear all these things, and then to compile javac filename.java, right? Javac filename.java. So it will compile the code. Now if I run the program java space file name, so it's coming array index bound out of bound exception. We know this error, right? Why it is coming? We have to give the 4 arguments, right? That is what missing here, correct? The 4 arguments which we have given, this is missing here. So in Eclipse, it was so easy to give here. Go to this, right click, run as, run configuration. You have to pass 4 arguments like this. But how do I pass in command line here? That is my problem here, right? Very simple. So whenever we are running it now, what did I do? To run the program, I use command java space file name, right? So here after space, you can give the arguments. I like Java and Java space. I like Java, and you can give the next argument Java space. I'm using Java version 8. I'm giving Java 8, Java version 8. You see, whatever you gave, it's coming like that. Okay, I like Java, freedom here, you're given 8, so it's printing like this. What did I do? compile as usual using javac filename.java. But when you run the program, you have to give space, comma separated, argument 1, argument 2, argument 3, all strings, and then here which will be getting converted going as string, but it will be converted into integer with the help of wrapper classes. The logic is already written in the main program. Okay, you see, that's how it is working. So this is how you take input from the user through command line. Okay, generally it will accept as a string. These things are going as string only. These things went as string. But in our program, if you want to do conversion, so either in Eclipse, you write it in Eclipse, or you write it in a notepad, you are doing the conversion using wrapper classes. Okay, Rohit is asking how can we set the environment variable. Yeah, I'll just quickly show you, Rahul. Okay, I'll just quickly show you how can you set. Okay, so if this environment variable is not set for you, no, it's very simple. Go to your Java installation file where you have installed Java, JDK, Java, and JDK. Okay, this path, you have to copy this path, JDK, and right click on your my computer, and there will be an option called properties. Okay, here, if you're not getting here, just search for environment variable, env. You will get an option called edit environment variable in your system. Go there and then set path for Java. Okay, you can just set path here. You can set a path Java. You can give a path equal to Java. You can just right click here and click new. Give here path is equal to path and paste the JDK path. Okay, and then save it. It will be saved. That's all, Rohit. Okay. Okay, guys, fine. So here I might have set here. You see Java path I have set here, right? This is the Java part I have set. Java JDK path I have set. So same way you can do it, and you can execute and run it from anywhere. Okay. Any more questions, guys? This is how you take the input through the keyboard, through console, through command line. So I have shown you both ways. One, using Eclipse, how to pass it using Eclipse, and the other way using a notepad, any editor, using that also, and how you can pass through command line. You can pass it something like this. Compile it as usual. When you execute it, space, and then as many as spaces, that many number of command line arguments. Okay, I'll show you one more program which I have in my system, and okay, this one I just created. Okay, I'll show you one command line. Same thing, this one we have already seen here. So this taking name as args0, 0th element, and age, converting it into int format, args1, printing what is the name and what is the age. Age is getting converted, and name, whatever name you give, it will go as string, come as string. Age, we want it as an integer number, so that's simple. So when you run this, just simply go there, run configurations, arguments you might have to set. So here you can change name. You can give let's give Harsh. Okay, and space age you can give 25, and then we can just run this program, and it is still printing the second program. Okay, so I'll have to just change it. So this one is not executed. Okay, so same way we can do this thing. So this is a simple program. This also you can try. I have to change the configurations. That's why it's not working. But this is all about how to take input. So let me show you quick notes. quick notes about this. What we learned, wrapper classes we learned. Okay, we learned wrapper classes. How do we need this? And then we saw different ways to take input. Different ways to take input. Ways to take input from the user. Okay, so one of the way is scanner class. One of the way is scanner class. We have seen that already. Okay, using scanner, you have already seen. I'll just quickly sum up this one. Okay, this also you have seen. I'm not going to bore you with the same topic. Scanner class, you know how to take the input, right? Create scanner object using next line, next in, next float, next double. You can use it. What we learned is the second way, using command line. This one we just saw. Using command line, how do we take the input? This is what I covered. Okay. So here it's in this snippet, it is just checking if the length is 0, you have entered. It's just using if else, you can check. Length is a variable. You can just print it. Here you are. I'm taking some. Comparison and then printing. If the length is not matching, it will print no input provided. If you are passing something, error will not come, or else something like this you can handle. Okay, so these are the two ways. One way was to take input through scanner. One is through command line. There are other ways also, using buffer reader, buffer inputs reader, using console base. You can take like this also. Then there are some other plugins using that also we can do, but generally we are using these concepts only. Command line, buffer reader, and scanner class. These three only we are using. Okay. Any questions if you have, feel free to ask. Any doubts on this topic we covered now? Any questions? Any doubt? All good? You understood, right? How to take input from command line to command line. How can you take? How to configure it in Eclipse and how to configure it in command line directly using Notepad if you want to create. That way also I've shown you. Any questions? I am ready to take your questions, guys. All good? Yes, no? I don't see any responses, guys. Okay, then I see. Okay, thanks, Farjana. Okay, that's all from today's session from my side, guys. The remaining topics we'll cover in the next session. You can share your doubts and questions. Okay, you can share your doubts and questions in the chat, and we will take it up tomorrow. Okay, okay, Amar sir, that's from my side, sir.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, my dear folks, if you have any query, question, please drop me in the chat box. Zoom people, YouTube peoples. No doubts. Yes, there is one doubt from Purva. Would there be a class tomorrow? So Saturday, Sunday, we don't have any classes. So our next session will be on Monday. Yeah, thank you for no problem. Attendance form, please. Yes, I'm going to share the attendance form. Just wait for 2 minutes. Sir, the full stack development is on Java only. It's not like that. So you can learn many more things in a full stack development. It's like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, then SQL, RDBMS. From backend, you can learn lots of things from front end as well. So it's up to you which technology is good for you or which technology you're getting like that. Sir, the lecture is very nice. Thank you. I have one question. Yes, please. Afisha, you're welcome.
Okay, sir, I will be dropping off one. I have to jump to another call.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you, everyone. Wish you all the very best, guys. Bye.
So there's one question from Rohit. If someone wants to get a full course about certain things in ExcelR, how much it would cost? So Rohit, if I'm coming on that point, actually the course duration is for 6 months, and we're covering all the parts, be like with the placement assistant, then offline and online classes will be there. So if you're looking for more information, just drop me an email to edl@excelr.com. Okay. Guys, don't worry, I'm going to share the attendance. Here with I'm sharing my contact details and the email ID with you. Meghna is asking, sir, when you will conduct classes on Python programming language in ExcelR? Definitely, Meghna will launch the Python and SQL classes in future, and we'll share the information via registered email ID. Okay. Oh yes, this session is regarding the full stack development. Send attendance link. Okay. Sure. What's the time? Okay, it's 8:30 almost. 1 minute, guys. I'm sharing the attendance link. Then we'll take the questions. Okay. So Sagar is asking 6 month course is offline and online mode. We are open for both mode. It's offline as well as online. It's up to you. Yes, guys, I shared the attendance link over Zoom and YouTube as well. Please go ahead, mark your attendance, and don't forget to give your valuable feedback as well. Please add me this number on WhatsApp group. So there is no any particular WhatsApp for this program. So if you have any query, please drop me an email to edl@excelr.com. Okay. How could I complete both? So Purva, in such a situation, you have to go through recordings of one classes. Okay. Purva is asking, but would the certificate be provided in such case? So for certificate, you have to attend a live session. So you have to give a priority to any one class. Any another question? Sir, today is the day 13. No, today is the day 12. How certificate will be provided? So don't worry about the certificates, guys. If your attendance is more than 60%, definitely you will receive a certificate via email IG. Okay. Sir, is this the last class? No, Vaishnavi. We have 3 to 4 more days to go. Okay. It's day 12 only. Anuradha, who said it's day 13? It's a 6 month course is free or paid. That's paid one because we are providing the placement assistant in that as well. Sir, I don't have lecture link. So Anuradha, what is today's date? Yeah, no problem. No need of sorry. It's okay. Kiran, for this question, I'm not able to reveal here. So drop an emails or just connect over WhatsApp. Yes, certificate will be provided through a mail. I also don't have a ExcelR link. Which link, guys, you're asking me? I'm not getting. Okay, can I leave? Yes, guys. If you don't have any career question, you can leave the session. We're done with the day and we'll meet you on Monday. Samyukta is saying, sir, can you please leave? Or Samyukta, would you like to say that? Can I leave? Yeah, no problems. Yes, Lakshmi, we are starting few more courses in the next month, definitely. At the end of this program, we'll share that as well. Which program we're going to start and link of that program. Can you please tell me that word, Samyukta? Aditya, we are done. No any problem. We can leave. Rohit, Rohit is asking my role in ExcelR Solutions. Yeah, Rohit, I'm sharing with you. Sir, that course is paid or free. Which course? Java or Python, which is giving more priority by companies nowadays, sir? So, as per my point of view, Java is most secure language. Whatever the fintech company used to do that, like Java programming only. So, as compared to Python, I thought Java is the better one. But you have to give 100%. Yeah, it's free only. Samyukta 9 to 10. When will Zabi sir come? Probably by Monday he will be there. Pio, sorry, but I'm sharing the contact details, so you can just try to connect. So there is one question, where is your offline classes? So guys, we have presence in 7 to 8 different location. Like in Pune, we have two offices, Viman and Baner, then Mumbai, Thane and Andheri. In Bangalore, BTM layout, then Hyderabad Cyber Tower, then Chennai, Jaipur, then at Delhi, Kolkata. Sangeeta, probably by Monday, Zabisa will be there. Attendance links send. Okay, I'm sharing that. Tell me, sir. Yes, Manisha. How should I help you? Manisha is sending me a one sentence or one word. How should I get to know what is your question? Just type it down, then definitely I will help you understand. Sir, which course you are were telling about? Deepti, I am not sharing. Yeah, that's full stack development. Yes, Sheetal, we are done with the class. You can leave. I think there is no any more question. So Rohit is there on YouTube asking me, "Good evening, Amar sir. How are you?" I am good, Rohit. Thank you so much. I hope you all of you are also doing good. Hello, sir. I have sent all my attendance response from this email ID. I'm not sure which mail ID have registered. Please consider this response while delivering the certificate. Okay, but make sure that going forward you are using that same email ID to fill your attendance. Okay. Coming to the placement, Samyukta, it's depend upon your knowledge. You're welcome, Rohit. Yes, Lakshmi wish to provide the Excel classes and it is to come into the data analyst. Mail is not coming. Which email? Okay, then thank you so much, guys, for joining the session, and we'll meet you on Monday. So, bye bye, take care, enjoy your weekend, keep practicing. Okay.